Good morning, students. Myself, Mrs. Puneet. I'm your biology teacher. Here, in earlier video, we have discussed about kingdom Animalia. Okay, as you all know, there are 5 kingdoms of this classification, and the last kingdom is Animal Kingdom here, as it consists of 2 different types of organisms. First one is invertebrates, and the second one is vertebrates. Invertebrates are those which are not having the backbones, and the vertebrates are those which are having the backbones. Today we will discuss about the different 5 categories of vertebrates. First of all, we will start with the Pisces. Pisces are the fishes. Now consider fishes in your mind and just remember what are their different features. First of all, they are aquatic animals. They live in water. They respire through the gills. They are not having lungs with their body. They are having gills. They respire through the gills. And they are having 2-chambered heart. Only 2 chambers are there in their heart. And they are having the scales on their body. Soft body they are having, but they are having scales also. Reptiles also having the scales on their body, but their body is rough, dry and rough body. This is the basic difference between the aves and the reptiles. Both are having scales on their body, but their body is soft. As you all know, they are living in the water. Their body are soft but covered with the small scales. But reptiles, they are also having the scales on their body, but their scales are rough. Their body is very rough texture. So the different examples of Pisces are shark, dogfish and the rohu fishes. Other aquatic animals, other fishes are also the examples of this Pisces. Now next move to our second category, that is amphibia. Amphibians are those which can live on the land as well as on the water. So first of all, what comes in our mind? Which name comes in our mind? First of all is frog. As you all know, frog can live in water also and in land also. So frog is the first common example of the amphibians. Now amphibians have 3-chambered hearts. That means they are having 3 chambers in their heart. Fishes are having 2 chambers. Amphibians are having 3 chambers. Reptiles also having the 3 chambers. Amphibians and reptiles both are having 3 chambers in their heart. And now, what are the different features of amphibians? Just consider frog in your mind. You can say slippery skin they are having moist kind of a skin. That is why they are able to live in water also and in land also. When they are on the land, when frog is on the land, frog can respire through their lungs. But when the frog is in the water, it respires through its skin. That is why the skin is moist and slippery. Clear? So the example of amphibians are frog, toad and your salamander. Now next move on to our third category, that is reptiles. All the snakes which can crawl. You know, small babies are crawling actually. That is actually crawl. All crawling organisms comes under this category. For example, your snake, alligators, crocodiles, lizards, common house lizard is there. So that are the examples of reptilia. Now their heart is also 3 chambers. That means their heart is having 3 chambers. Okay. Again I have told you earlier that their body is covered with the dry skin is there and their body is covered with the scales. Okay. And Pisces, amphibians and reptiles, they are cold-blooded animals. These 3 are cold-blooded animals. Cold-blooded animals means they can change their body temperature according to the surroundings. For example, one fish is in the ocean. So fish can change his temperature according to the temperature of the water, according to the temperature of the ocean. Amphibians also can change the temperature of their body according to the surroundings. Reptiles also can change. Have you noticed the snakes in the winter season? I don't think so. Okay. Snakes are mostly visible in the summer season. Nowadays you can easily observe the lizards all over. But during winter seasons they are not there. Okay. Because they are cold-blooded. They are not able to survive during the winter season. Fourth one is our aves. Aves consist of all the birds. Now they are the warm-blooded animals. Birds are warm-blooded, so that they cannot adjust their temperature according to the outer surroundings. Okay? They have their particular kind of a body temperature and their heart is 4-chambered. And now question will arise, how they are able to fly in the sky? Because they are having very hollow bones. Their skeleton is very light, bones are hollow, filled with the air cavity. Just imagine, for example, we will take these markers. These are two bones. In between, air cavity is there. This is air cavity in between. Hollow bones are there, cavity is there, so that bones becomes very light, and which actually help them to fly in the air. Common examples: pigeons are there, crows are there, sparrows are there, parrots are there. All the flying birds are the examples of aves. They are having feathers also. Then the last one, mammals. Now these mammals we are talking about ourselves, human beings. We are viviparous. Viviparous means which give birth to the young ones. Not only human beings, other mammals are also there. For example, cow is there, dog is there, cat is there, dolphin is whale is also a mammal, because whale also give birth to the young one. So that is why we are viviparous, right? Reptiles are oviparous and mammals are viviparous, because mammals gave birth to the young ones. Now other features, just imagine yourself. We are having four-chambered heart. You all know we are having four-chambered heart. Four chambers are there in our heart. Number two feature we are having external ears. Specialized teeth. Other mammals have the specialized teeth. We are having incisors. We are having canines. We are having molars. We are having premolars. So we are having specialized teeth also. We are having external ears also. And the mammals are having the proper external nose also. So these are the 5 categories of your vertebrates. Vertebrates means they are having the bones in their body. First one is a species, which includes fishes. Second one is amphibians, which can live on land as well as on water. Third one is your reptile, which includes all the crawling organisms. For example, your snakes, lizards, crocodiles. Okay. Fourth one is your aves, which includes all the birds. And the fifth one is your mammals, which can give birth to the young ones, which is the most, you can say, distinct feature of the mammals. Clear? So here I am going to conclude my lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.